Mr. President, I will vote to confirm Judge Kavanaugh.
The final undecided senators voting yes for Judge Brett Kavanaugh. What's next in the most contentious confirmation of a Supreme Court nominee in decades?
Plus, what's changed in the year since the hashtag #MeToo movement went viral?
And how you can get free tennis and pool access at some Sarasota parks this weekend. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Jess Dowdrick.
I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us. Jacqueline is on assignment this evening. We begin with new developments tonight in the battle over Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. The Senate voting to advance Kavanaugh's nomination, but the final outcome still remains unclear.
ABC's Stephanie Ramos reports from Capitol Hill with today's drama that sets up the final showdown tomorrow.
Demonstrators descended on Capitol Hill to protest against Supreme Court Justice nominee Brett Kavanaugh. But it wasn't enough to block a final up or down vote for Kavanaugh. He will now get that final vote on the Senate floor Saturday, after enough senators voted to advance his confirmation to the Supreme Court.
On this vote, the yeas are 51, the noes are 49. The motion is agreed to.
Moderate GOP Senator Susan Collins of Maine announcing her views on Kavanaugh on the Senate floor.
I will vote to confirm Judge Kavanaugh.
That decision seeming to secure Kavanaugh's confirmation as the next Supreme Court justice. Democratic Senator Joe Manchin has announced he will support Judge Kavanaugh after voting in favor of Kavanaugh in today's procedural vote. Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski, who had been one of 4 undecided key senators, voted against advancing Kavanaugh in a procedural vote and will vote no again tomorrow. However, fellow Republican Senator Jeff Flake, who was instrumental in delaying this vote for an FBI investigation, is still supporting Kavanaugh.
I'm glad we had a better process.
But Democrats continuing to call the latest FBI investigation into Judge Kavanaugh's sexual assault allegations extremely limited by the White House and not complete.
Well, my hope is that some of my colleagues understand the gravity and the importance of this vote. I got to believe they'll vote against them.
Judge Kavanaugh has repeatedly denied all of the allegations made against him.
We are headed toward the most divisive confirmation vote for a Supreme Court justice in U.S. history. If the Senate votes tomorrow the way they did in cloture today, 51 to 49, it would be the narrowest margin of confirmation for any justice in more than 130 years. At the Capitol, Stephanie Ramos, ABC News.
Today marks 1 year since the explosive allegations against a powerful Hollywood producer that popularized the hashtag #MeToo movement. The accusations against Harvey Weinstein by nearly 90 women have caused not only a shift in the conversation, but in the consequences. Women took to social media a year ago with the hashtag #MeToo to tell their stories. The hashtag was created by Tarana Burke more than a decade ago. She spoke about it at this year's Golden Globe Awards.
I think this year is going to be one that goes down in the history books as where we started to change our world.
This movement launched the Time's Up campaign, an organization that helps women in Hollywood and beyond.
Well, here on the Suncoast, you can save some money this weekend thanks to the park's handoff from Sarasota County to the city of Sarasota.
As the city installs new software for collecting fees, it won't charge people to swim or play tennis at some of their locations. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us live from Payne Park Tennis Center with more on what's happening. Rick?
Yeah, guys, this is a very popular place. It's now even more popular that it's free for the time being.
Are there any senators in the chamber who wish to change their vote? Senators not reported.
Folks at the Payne Park Tennis Club in Sarasota were enjoying a beautiful day on the court, playing the game they love and not having to pay a dime.
I was really surprised today when I came today and to check in at the front and then went to pay and they said that it was free right now. So I thought, oh, that's a great opportunity to get out there and play some tennis for free.
The city of Sarasota says since it just recently took over control of 5 different parks from Sarasota County, they are still in the process of setting up the computer software during the transition.
Currently, we're just waiting on our recreation software to be finalized, but we have come up with a solution today to start taking payments next week.
Since the computer software has yet to be set up, they can't process any payments at the Payne Park Tennis Club and for people swimming at the pool or using the gym at Arlington Park.
My friend came down here from Longboat Key, and he's very happy that he doesn't have to pay today, and he's very willing to pay in the future, but it's a little bit of a boom for him.
Once the new system is up and running, non-members will pay $10 to use the tennis club and up to $4 to swim at Arlington Park. It's not yet known how much money will be lost during this free period. Mark Hamilton says this is a great time for people to explore the facilities.
If you want to kind of make this our weekend to get your foot in here and check us out, we'd love to see everyone here.
And the city of Sarasota tells us they're hoping this software is ready to go by this Monday. Reporting live from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Rick. Time to check in on our first alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Hey, Bob.
Ready for the weekend, Jess and Scott, I'll tell you that. We are looking at good weather, too. You know, we've been trapped indoors going to work all week. Now we're going to see the weekend. It's still going to get that east wind, so it should be nice, like these folks were enjoying today out on Holmes Beach today. Pretty flat, calm seas, too, as a result of that east wind. Occasionally see a few swimmers out there as well, and some birds diving for bait. So things have improved, but red tide report is coming out and also showing still that it is there, although the east wind's helping keep the effects to a minimum across the west coast of Florida. That east wind was not as strong today, but it was still there throughout most of it. There's a little sea breeze that did kick in. It's still around, too, in Manatee County, so I expect a few more showers to break out like we've seen here. All these showers are offshore. That means it broke the sea breeze down over parts of central and south Sarasota County, so we shouldn't see much more here. But right in Manatee County, there is still that sea breeze hanging out near I-75. I sensitized the radar again, showing you that breeze right there. So North Sarasota all the way up into Manatee County, as some of this moisture works west, there's a chance we could see a few showers popping up here. So we'll keep a rain chance in it for much of Manatee County and northwest portions of Sarasota County. There's the rainfall, light. We'll see scattered showers, if anything. And as far as the futurecast goes, calling for a few showers around, but this may be a little bit too far south. I think it's going to happen a little bit further northward if it does happen at all. That rain chance not all that high. A lot of big events taking place tonight as well. We got Music on Main, I believe. 87 degrees right now. It's 94 on the heat index. And as far as the tropics go, we're going to talk more about this in just a few minutes. A real good chance of this developing into a tropical depression or even storm later in the weekend and early next week. We'll have more on that coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. An update now on the demolition of the once iconic Longboat Key resort called the Colony. Longboat Key officials say the Colony demolition is on schedule. As of today, 11 of the two-story structures have been removed. The remaining buildings fronting the Gulf will be removed after the end of sea turtle nesting season, which is coming up. An emergency demolition was ordered back in June after a judge declared the property unsafe, unhealthy, and hazardous. Once the former resort is demolished, there are plans to build a St. Regis resort and residencies development.
And a road watch advisory for a construction project in Sarasota County. Crews are working on US 41 from McIntosh to Beneva roads. They are constructing sidewalk and bicycle lanes, installing new highway lighting, and reconstructing the US 41 southbound bridge over Catfish Creek. Beginning this Sunday at 6 p.m., southbound US 41 will be reduced to one lane and shifted into one of the northbound lanes for construction on the Catfish Creek Bridge. Now, northbound US 41 will also be reduced to one lane. These changes will last for 5 months. The project is expected to be completed by next fall.
Today, local businesses hoping to inspire the next generation of workers on this National Manufacturing Day. Students at Manatee Technical College got the inside scoop on what it means to work in the manufacturing industry from companies in both Sarasota and Manatee counties. Many businesses were there offering their advice and encouragement, including Be Swanky, a high-end handbag line that's made in Sarasota, as well as Feld Motorsports out of Palmetto, which creates all of the neat rides for Monster Jam.
Currently, we have over 5 students that are currently graduates of Technical High School, and they're employed in my department.
Manufacturing is one of the highest paying industries in Manatee County, and so far the county is home to more than 300 manufacturers, which provide more than 10,000 jobs locally. Who knew?
I had no idea as well.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, what local servers are doing this weekend to bring awareness to the fact that they are suffering the business side effects of red tide.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, a new study finds why it's so difficult to request medical records from hospitals. Stay with us.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore. But there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Millions of dollars in funding in small business loans was created to help service industry workers on the Suncoast who are affected by red tide. But workers tell us they are not getting any of that help. Tourists have been non-existent. Locals are not venturing outside too often as well to the beaches. And while many workers have been able to stay afloat with their hourly wages, those who rely on tips have struggled.
You can't do it. Yeah, there's a red tide relief out there for the business owners, but what about the workers? You know, we're used to making $70, $80 a day, and that helps us. We're down to making $14 to $24 in an afternoon shift. Our shifts are cut, our hours are cut. We can't go out, we're looking for second jobs, nobody's hiring.
These workers will now be holding a rally this weekend to ask for help from the community, and tonight at 6 we'll tell you how one person has already pitched in.
And an update on an upcoming show from the Sarasota Ski Arees. This Sunday show is still on. Ski Arees officials canceled last weekend's show due to red tide, and this weekend's show was on the fence pending water conditions. Officials say the water levels are safe for skiers and spectators, and they look forward to getting back on the water and performing for fans. That has to be a good sign for red tide in our area.
Yeah, right next to Mote Marine Lab, if you want to get out and watch.
Right, it's always fun to watch too. And things have improved a little bit here along the Sun Coast because of that east wind mainly, keeping everything offshore. Basically, we're going to see an east wind over the weekend too, so it should be pretty good. We are looking at also a tropical system that has a potential for developing down to our south. All that right now, we'll get to it. 70% chance of it up and now to be developing into a tropical depression or even tropical storm Michael over the next 5 days. Not much over the next couple of days. Over the weekend, that's 40%. It is, though, looking more and more like once it gets into the Gulf, it will have a chance to develop. It's not going to be a huge system because it won't have a lot of time to gather strong winds or, for that matter, even a surge with it. Looks like this system will move off to the north and then possibly bend off to the northeast. But there's still a lot remains to be seen because the actual low pressure center really hasn't developed quite yet. It's a broad area of low pressure. And we have these strong winds moving off from the southwest to the northeast, right over it and to the north of it right now. You can see those winds moving this cloudiness off to the east right there. The system itself appears to be right here at the surface. There's not a lot of deep convection there. In fact, most of the storms are well east of this broad circulation, which is drifting off to the north now. Once it gets close, though, into the Gulf, there's a chance it could develop. This is the European forecast model showing the system moving off to the north and then a little bit of a bend toward the northeast late around this area of high pressure, which has been providing us with that easterly wind. I must tell you, though, that the European a couple of days ago had this system east of the state and working through the Bahamas. We showed you that a few days ago. So we'll watch that closely over the weekend. We'll have, as I said, Sunday, a better chance to get a firm handle on this. But these developing systems, they can sometimes reform the low pressure area and move all around and change the models. But one thing is for certain, I think we'll get a lot of rainfall out of it regardless of its path, its future path. This is the GFS showing a little stronger system coming out of the Caribbean into the Gulf of Mexico and a little closer to us as well. Either way, we'd be on the right side, which would mean a lot of rainfall, and then this would head off toward the panhandle of Florida. So, as I said, keep your eye on it, watch us, and we'll have an update throughout the weekend as well on it. This is a storm that's been out here for over 2 weeks now, and it's Leslie, and it's now drifting to the southeast, and it will continue to move in that direction. Top winds have come down to 60. The forecast path and track take it off to the east and then to the southeast. And it's going to stick around for another 5 days, it looks like. The longest running storm is 27 days, just over 27 days. I mentioned the beach looks pretty good out there. It has been. A few more people out there checking out this Friday afternoon and evening. Just a few clouds once in a while. There's a chance for a few showers along the coast this evening. The rain chance at about 30%. The winds, there's a little bit of a sea breeze that has developed right along the coast there in Manatee County. As some of this moisture works its way over, there's a chance we could see a few spotty showers throughout the evening. The rain chances aren't all that high, though, at 30% for a few scattered showers. This high pressure ridge, by the way, is blocking this front and the cooler air from coming down. This high will get pushed off to the east a little bit, and that will be the determining factor, I think, as to the future movement of that tropical system over the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday time frame. The rainfall for us we're looking at would be mainly, it looks like, on Tuesday and Wednesday and possibly lingering into Thursday and Friday. So we'll watch it. Some dry air, though. At least the weekend's looking pretty good. We'll see some sunshine, a few showers around in the afternoon and evening. Not a lot. Northeast winds for boaters at 10 knots. Seas will be running 2 feet with a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The extended forecast then, a 20% chance for rain for Saturday, a little bit higher on Sunday. And then Monday, good chances for scattered storms. Some tropical moisture starts to move in. Better chances on Tuesday, Wednesday, and on Thursday of next week. Back to you.
Okay, Bob, thank you. Let's check first alert traffic. We're seeing US 41 as you head north through Palmetto is backed up between the 301 intersection and 25th Street East. And then as you head east on 301, a little congested there, but it does clear up eventually. Jess?
In health news tonight, your medical records belong to you. So why is requesting them often such a pain? ABC's Emily Rao tells us why hospitals are so inconsistent with medical record requests.
You've probably felt the pain of requesting medical records from your doctor's office. Sure, they need to make your health information safe and confidential, but why are there so many obstacles and why does it take so long? A new study suggests the process is more difficult than it needs to be. The forms and costs are not standard between locations, but even the same offices gave different information depending if you called on the phone or mailed in your request. Wait times for receiving the records were also highly variable, with ranges from the same day to close to 2 months. Perhaps most worrisome is that not all of the hospitals regularly complied with federal regulations for health record access. The findings highlight a need for standardization in this process. It's a patient's right to have their data safe, but also easy to access. With this Medical Minute, I'm Emily Rao, ABC News.
If you're more stressed and have low self-esteem, you may be more likely to turn to drugs. That's according to a new study by Binghamton University. They found that high stress led to low self-esteem, which led to a greater chance of opioid use. Health experts suggest exercise, social support, and counseling to help manage that stress. Not only is it healthy for you, but it may also help you to avoid drug abuse. Sarasota County EMS is doing its part to help out with the opioid crisis by using nitrous oxide or laughing gas as a way to ease pain. Before, paramedics used IVs to help relieve people's pain when they were being transported to the hospital. But because of the opioid crisis and a lack of narcotics available to EMS, they decided to switch back to using NitroNox. The gas was used years ago, but it was very bulky and expensive. However, Sarasota County has found a way to make it portable and more cost-effective. Coming up, the moment a driver plows into a group of people on a sidewalk is caught on camera. And a rock used as a doorstep for 30 years turns out to be a meteorite. We'll tell you how much it's worth next.
Hi, I'm Chef Alan, and watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC 7, where we'll be serving up our most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix to sample, pick up the recipe card, and all the ingredients.
Blue 32, Blue 32, hot, hot. It's the Gatto Gridiron Challenge. The game's on to sell 2,000 vehicles. 12 teams compete for the #1 spot. Score a great deal at every Gatto dealership. Buy with 0 down. Make no payments for 90 days. Choose from 14 of your favorite brands, all on sale. Who will make it to the end zone? You decide. Rush to a Gatto location near you or visit Gatto.com.
Gatto's got it.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you, with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Introducing the ABC7 First Alert Weather Tracker. This all-new mobile weather lab is just one more way the team you trust is keeping you ahead of the storms. Sponsored by Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician.
A suspected DUI driver plows into a group of pedestrians on a sidewalk in West Hollywood. Take a look. The collision happening Tuesday night in front of the Whiskey A Go-Go concert venue. Witnesses say a group of people were standing outside when the driver took a turn wide, lost control, and then it got up onto the sidewalk. 2 men were struck and fell onto the hood. 2 others were hurt as they jumped out of the way. A Lyft sticker was in the car's windshield. Lyft says the driver was not working at the time and has now been suspended. He was also taken into custody.
A home explosion leaves 2 people injured in Pennsylvania. Neighbors say it's incredible the 2 weren't killed in the blast. Fire officials say the home was leveled by an explosion yesterday evening. 2 people were at the home when it blew up. They were found on the ground in the backyard. The fire chief says the couple hurt in the blast suffered moderate to severe injuries and were taken to the hospital. A state police fire marshal is investigating, but fire officials believe the explosion was caused by a propane tank leak.
First Lady Melania Trump was given a surprise when an elephant bumped into her during her visit to Kenya today. A small elephant, pushed by another animal, got shoved into her, pushing her back slightly, but it did not knock her over. Mrs. Trump was visiting the park to highlight animal conservation efforts as part of her Africa tour. She's on her first ever visit to Africa and her first extended solo international trip as First Lady.
This rock apparently took a long trip through space to spend 30 years propping open a door in Michigan. Central Michigan University says the 22-pound rock is a meteorite, but not just any meteorite. It's the 6th largest recorded find in Michigan. The meteorite is worth an estimated $100,000. A man says he inherited the rock when he bought a farm in 1988. The previous owner even told him at the time the meteorite fell to Earth in the 1930s. The Smithsonian Institution and a mineral museum in Maine are now looking into purchasing the meteorite for display. Now, still to come on your Suncoast News, the verdict in for a Chicago police officer charged with murder of a teenager. How that distraught community is reacting tonight.
Plus, how a local man who suffered from homelessness himself has been feeding the homeless for the last 7 years.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Your last chance for 2018 Honda Accords on sale is now during our model year-end sale. Drive new Accords for just $249 a month. Get an Accord, the North American car of the year, for less than the competition. With more standard features than Camry, Honda Sensing, multi-angle camera, turbocharged engine, and more. New Accords, just $249 a month. Your last chance for Accords, all on sale this week at your local Honda dealer.
Hello, Mom.
Amanda's mom's appointment just got rescheduled for today. Amanda needs Right at Home. Our customized care plan provides as much or as little help as her mom requires, whether it's a ride to the doctor or help around the house.
Oh, of course. Tom, I am really sorry. I've got to go.
Look, call Right at Home. Get the right care right at home.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
The Players Center presents the wild Broadway season opener, Annie, Get Your Gun. There's no business like show business. This slice of magical American musical theater will thrill you with the classic tunes of Irving Berlin. Call the Players Center at 365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. Annie, Get Your Gun, September 18th through October 7th. Let's go on with the show.
The Venice Area Chamber of Commerce Business Showcase is coming to the Venice Community Center October 5th and 6th from 9 to 3. There will be free health screenings, door prizes, and products and services from 75 area businesses. You can also enter to win $100 in 5 drawings each day. Enjoy a great food court and see new boats and cars in an outdoor display. Parking and admission are free. The Venice Area Chamber of Commerce Business Showcase, sponsored in part by ABC7.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.